Hello and welcomes back everyone, AnthWolf here with more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as our smuggler here on the planet Terrace. Where we last left off, we were dealing with some more side missions here in the sinking city. And we finished off dealing with the scavengers' supply stashes here on our way to assist Sergeant Kluwer, who's then going to give us the next passage for... what was her name again? Beryl? Yes, I think we were doing favours for Beryl, who was then going to give us information about Draay. In a roundabout way, I think it was. It was like, I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
I handled everything just like you wanted.
Nakag agib kik benabab. Neya agam berakaki. Mem amgab kugab kramanik. Umka kiga mayamak. Bemka naya nugan. Jinim naya lak umnan mege.
Excellent. So we got the package for Ovold. But yeah, in assisting dealing with the scavengers for Sergeant Kluwer, he has given us temporary diplomatic status. Where's Ovold? Ah, you're actually down here. Cool. Oh well. We will be going in that direction in the near future. We just need to see the good doctor who wanted the rat ghoul serum.
Glad to be back in action.
Welcome back. Let's get those serum samples analyzed and see what we've got. Well, thank the Force for good Terrasian storage technology. I wasn't sure anything would still be viable after 3 centuries. While we wait, is there a cost to these samples I should be aware of? A deal with a pirate crew, perhaps?
They gave it up pretty easily.
Well, that's a pleasant surprise. I guess there's good even in the worst of us sometimes. Here we are. Fortunately, the plague is so virulent it cultures very rapidly. Bad news. The serum you recovered looks like it was effective 300 years ago, but the Rakul plague has mutated since then. This serum will only provide effective immunity for extraordinarily healthy individuals.
No one's gonna take an unreliable vaccine.
Yes, but it gives us options. Right now, I need what we call a lucky survivor, whose system has antibodies to the modern plague. We haven't had a survivor yet, for obvious reasons, but this serum might provide the link we need. If I infected an extraordinary individual protected by the serum, I could collect the antibodies and make an effective vaccine.
I'm not sure I want to hear the rest of this.
I need someone with proven recuperative powers. Someone who gets injured almost on a daily basis. Ideally, they would have survived stabbings, shootings, poison, infections, maybe all of the above. I understand your profession exposes you to physical punishment. Do you think you could survive infection?
I've been shot more often than the family holocamera. This can't be much worse.
Well, and I had this whole speech ready. All right. We have a medical droid, CB-084, set up to observe rat ghouls in the field. He'll be able to collect the antibodies and slow any potential complications. After I give you the serum, go out there and test it. Let the rat ghouls attack you and see what happens.
Are there any other medical facts I should know?
Sure. You're doing the right thing. Now, here's your serum injection.
Thanks.
I hope the Force is with you, because the science is stretched to the limit.
The Force. We keep hearing about this Force. You do realize I'm not a Jedi, right? Oh boy. So yes. We could have refused and, you know...
Stand by for examination and suggested products.
That was probably the smart thing to do, but I've now pretended to be intelligent.
You are fit for duty. Return
I
to your
fake
post.
it most of the time, and part of the time I think I'm successful. So we need to go find some rat ghouls. Hello.
Good to see you.
I was just wondering how I might serve you better, Master. I'll start this task immediately.
Normally I let myself get attacked by the rat ghouls in the pipeline again. Let's make over here. Good. Right. Is there any rat ghouls around, or has someone recently killed them? Oh, there's a few down here. Hi, hi, come attack me. There you go. Good. Sometimes this quest does bug and you need to like basically break the game for a moment, like log out and log back in. Or sometimes abandon the quest and retake it. Looks like it worked first time for us, which is always good news. So now we need to go see and well find CBO-84, which is on our way to see well, actually just past Ovold, the gentleman who will have the planetary core samples for Beryl Fawn. So it's all come together quite nicely. So there is more side missions down here in the Brel Sediment, which is where we're going right now. But we'll see what Ovold will want us to do. I doubt he'll hand over the planetary core samples so easily. Not without something else in return. But that's just me being cynical. We'll see what he has to say. The gentleman here, Captain Reldor, offers another heroic 4 mission. I think in a building about here, which we won't be doing, unfortunately. Ovold is past Waypoint Station Draay. We'll go see him first, since we've got his package.
How are you? Uchusa yomata chitoya, asubwi mota uipa, patoga wata kiko uba kiri wata buki donko.
You never take those things off?
Chobad I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga, kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
Beryl said you have something for me to take back.
Kuchusa yomata chitoya, asubwi mota uipa, poya toka changa goptula dobata wana wanki. Chaskruni dopat kurira dokanki kung.
Seems to me taking more core samples would be less dangerous.
Chaskruni dopat kurira dokanki kung. Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto.
Beryl owes me a hefty bonus for this.
Chobad I kafstuan dile ji hulo kuta. Tauz azulas uval tung mi chakulka dimaji. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
So I wonder what would have happened, if I find my words, if we hadn't have come along. Would he just have asked some random stranger to get his gear back? So we need to go deal with the scavengers. Lovely. Suppose we will be going that way in the near future. So, welcome to Waypoint Station Draay. We will hopefully get cured for the rat ghoul plague. Hopefully the serum worked.
Glad to be back in action.
Ah, I see your infection is progressing.
Hold still while I take samples for analysis. While I transmit the data to Dr. Sell, there are some questions I should ask. Do you have any of the following symptoms? Dizziness, fever, shortness of breath, and inexhaustible hunger for sentient flesh?
I could go for a Nerf burger. That doesn't count, right?
I will note it on your chart. Ah, here's Dr. Sell.
Good news. Your antibody count is off the charts. I'll start work on a vaccine immediately. You are remarkably brave. Our progress has just jumped forward by years. While you recuperate, I'm going to transmit the usual secrecy agreements. Just use your thumbprint to sign on the sensor.
What do you mean, usual secrecy agreements?
This is standard procedure when the Republic develops biotech with significant earnings potential. We develop the vaccine for Republic soldiers first, and when it's proven, sell it to colonists. Until then, it's under wraps. We don't want the Exchange or the Sith funding some horrible operation with an underground version.
Lives will be lost while this profit is being made.
Tell me something I don't know. Every week we hear another Rakul horror story. But every colonist on the planet is going to want this vaccine. How do I tell my superiors we gave up that kind of money?
An entire planet succumbed to this plague. Are you a doctor or a patent office?
I'm a doctor. And this cure will get made, even if I have to build the manufacturing plant or hand-synthesize every macrophage.
Well, I think she's angry, but from past experience, may I say that usually motivates her. If it means anything coming from a droid, sir, congratulations on your research, and also your remarkable survival.
Yes, I do like surviving. Thank you. Anyhows, we have some people who want to speak to us around here. See what they have to say.
What do you think, Khan?
The foundation of the Terrace Chemworks factory cannot be repaired. I expect total collapse within 2 weeks. Once the building falls, the stored chemicals will flood this area. They are highly toxic to humans. I am sorry.
I'll make sure there are speeders on hand, but we can't just pack up and go. Do what you can.
As always, I will pursue an alternative. Excuse my inattentiveness, Master. You are with the reconstruction effort? I advise you not to stay long.
You were talking about evacuation. What's going on?
Many of these ruins are unstable. A nearby structure used for chemical storage is on the verge of crumbling. As I was explaining to my colleague, there is only one way to remove the chemicals before they spill. A burn-off. A well-armed demolitions team could reach the structure and incinerate the chemical stockpiles. I can provide the incendiaries. Unfortunately, no team is available.
You want to plant explosives around a building that's about to collapse?
Between the structural instability, the toxicity levels, and the incendiary chemicals, the mission does carry substantial risk. It is nonetheless urgent. You are not a demolitions team, I fully recognize this. But if you could arrange the burn-off, I would humbly welcome your aid.
We need to burn off some toxic stockpiles. We didn't even get a chance to refuse it there. Hello, Agent Wilkins. How can I assist you?
Excuse me, friend. The Republic told me you might be able to help with a difficult situation. They say you are a most reliable operative on Terrace. Have you heard anything about titroxinate being sold on the black market?
What's titroxinate?
Titroxinate was the pre-patent name for the weaponized agent we think was responsible for the Rakul plague. The Empire could fashion it into a terrible weapon, turning us soldiers into monsters and setting them against us.
Where's the arms dealer who's selling this stuff?
I'm more worried about his source. Trace the original titroxinate samples to an old Chemworks factory. It's overrun with Nexu. We can't get near it. If you can retrieve any canisters that remain, the Republic will see you're well rewarded for your effort.
And funnily enough, we're already going to be heading into that Chemworks lab. And here's Commander Gardit of the actual Waypoint station itself.
Welcome to Terrace. I hear you've done the Republic a good turn in the past, so I'm sorry not to have a warmer welcome for you.
Is that a veiled request for help?
We're having some trouble. Nothing you couldn't have predicted, but there you are. Our bases here are far from self-sufficient. We're not farmers, and there's no existing infrastructure here to work with. We're at the mercy of our supply ships, and this one's just went nose down in some of the worst territory on Terrace.
Is the ship lost? Why haven't your men recovered the supplies?
Our men tried to reach the ship once, but they turned back after taking serious casualties. They said it's more than just rat ghouls, but couldn't make an ID. If you still want to go, you'll need to talk to our quartermaster at the supply shed across the base. She's got the exact coordinates of the crash.
So the commanders want us to retrieve his supplies from his downed ship. And Karen here is the quartermaster for the station.
And you're just going to make this all better, huh?
Usually people are happy if I come to make things better.
I'm Karen Wett, Quartermaster. Commander Gardet just called to say you're retrieving our supplies. For which, by the way, I and the rest of the troops here humbly thank you. But I don't want Commander Fat Pants to think it means he gets away with this. Embezzled the Republic's money to build your office out of Alderanian timber, but that's fine. Because someone like you will waltz in to save the day.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Back up and start over.
The ship didn't have to crash. I said over and over that the ship needed repairs. The left stasis generator was loose, and the hyperdrive motivator was seeping fluid. But Gardet had already spent our allotted maintenance budget on himself.
I noticed he had a pretty posh setup.
Every shipment has some personal item he's bringing in. Somehow he's juggling the numbers he sends to HQ. No commander needs a personal vehicle in an outpost this size. If you can take this holo camera out to the crash site, you could get the evidence I need to get him court-martialed.
What kind of evidence do you think I'll find?
Here, take the camera. If you take holopics of the engine, I can show that the documented lack of repairs is what caused the crash. The most important thing is the supplies, though. The crash site isn't far. When you get everything, bring it back here so I can distribute it.
Interesting. And well, it is, but I knew about it. We need to investigate the crash site as well as recover the missing supplies. And then, of course, pop into the chemworks. All things nearby. Obviously, we can get the stolen gear for Ovold at the same time as we're passing through the area. Probably do like a 1, 2, 3 or vice versa. But yeah, I'll end this video here. It's a bit shorter than usual, but the next episode should have plenty of action. So this of course is AnthWolf with Star Wars The Old Republic. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all for next time. Bye bye now.